Hey everybody, Simon here, Projects in the Barn, and welcome back or welcome to the channel. In today's video we're going to be doing some more stuff on my Jaguar XKR. Cracking on with the welding using my new Sealey Supermig 100. So I'm just at the house at the moment and get myself sorted, get down the barn, and we'll get stuck straight into it. So I'll see you down there in a minute and let's get on with some welding. See you in a bit. Right, hopefully you can see what we're going to be doing. I'll just show you, I'll get a few tacks put up in place in the first instance, just to where I need it to go. Same with any kind of welding on bodywork, we need to let the heat transfer and not build up in one particular space. So it's just really important to get a couple of spots, and then we'll spot weld our way around the panel just to make sure that heat gets transferred. And in this particular case, I say it's important also, risk of fire because it's quite close to the inner sill, and as you recall there was some sponging material up in here, so you've got to be super careful when welding that close, unless it's a complete empty shell stripped out inside. My car is still together, my battery is still disconnected, but we just need to do a little bit at a time so we don't lose the shape of the panel that I've made, and also, probably more importantly, I don't catch fire to my car. People also said about, why am I using my screwdriver there? Well, all my screwdriver's doing is allow me to hold the panel without my fingers, and although it's only a thin blade, just lets me put even pressure. That's the sound you want, crackly bacon. And that should give us a nice seam, so when I finish this back, it should be an almost invisible weld. Again, just little spots. Just like so. And get a really good earthing point on the car is also really important. So there we go, that's to start it off. I'm going to work my way around the panel, get a couple of welds on the inside, and then we'll set to about making that panel up there. Okay, so there we have it. Blew through a little bit here. The metal was obviously still a little bit tender up on the corner, so I had to build that up with weld a little bit. But that's just a series of spot welds, just all then daisy chained together to try and stop the distortion of the panel. So we're going to cut this back, or beg your pardon, grind this back with a flappy disc on my grinder to get that nice and as flat as I can. So then once that's flattened back, we'll see where we are, see if we've got any blow through from the weld. Might have to go back and put a couple more spots on, grind it back again until we get a nice decent finish. So for that all we use is flap disc wheel. This one's running down. I've bought some more which actually arrived the other day, but I'm going to use this one to clean that back, and then hopefully you'll see what I mean. So just turn the welder off now because I see I know it's blowing. There you go, just a little sample of what I'll be doing. So yeah, that will just allow me to try and get this as flush as I can, because I don't want to put any filler down here at all. Once I've done this, I want it to be a nice clean metal finish, which will then be built up again with the same textured paint finish. You might see it, you might not, we'll see how we go, but I want to avoid filler down here at all costs, because that will definitely help it rust again in the future. So anything really low down here, try and avoid putting body filler on. But I'm going to keep going and doing that, which you don't really need to see. So I'll come back to you after I've finished grinding that back. Okay, there we go. That's most of it all finished back, flattened back, whatever term you want to use. And I'm very happy with that. I've got a couple of little pinholes still to take care of. I wouldn't get too excited over that. A lot of that would be taken up with the textured finish. And don't forget, I'm going to wax protect all up underneath once it's finished through the rubber bung at this end. But yeah, hopefully you can see where the weld line was, all the way along here. So we've got a real nice, decent finish. It's absolutely rock solid. So you're happy with that. We got to make this panel here. I'm going to get my new flappy discs and just get in here. I need to clean up this. I'm not happy with this weld, particularly here. So I want to flatten that back a little bit, get a little bit more of a need to weld along this particular portion of the jacking point. But that's for me to sort out and not for you guys to worry about. And then we've just got this panel to make, and we need to tackle it from the inside. So, yeah, not too shabby, is it? Happy. Right, let's get on with doing some more. And that should be that part all on. So I've got to, like on the, as it was originally, factory, same on the front. I'm just going to tack a little curve of metal over that and put a few welds either side of it just to make it look a little bit factory. Got to finish grinding all these back, but that's that. But should we do that bit? Let me see it all done. Okay, I think something like that will give us a representation of how it is from the factory. So we're just going to put a couple of spots through here. Oh, have to actually hit the panel, won't it? Same on this side.
Perfect. Get a couple up in here. Something like that. Let's turn it off. And then we'll grind that back. If I say it just gives us, I don't have the means, the tooling to have pressed that in. Hence I'm sort of cutting it off and I'll weld around it. But apart from a bit of final linishing here, and obviously all around there, that's pretty much that sill taken care of. I've got to tidy up on the inside, but that's going to be really difficult to film. Really difficult to show you, but I'll show you to you when it's all done. But I'll see if I can get up from here. Let me just take my gear off a minute. Bear with. Yeah, so what do you think? From the rotten mess that was there before to a rock solid repair. Might need to just to get the grinding disc just to level the bottom ever so slightly just here. I think we're a bit wayward, but that won't take no time. Then as the factory one is here, we just need to push the rim, the lip out all the way along just to make it look nice and even. But I think that's a proper job. And yeah, I really think, will I get up? Hello. Yeah, I really think when that's all flattened back, the textured coating is on there, it's going to look great. And like I say, hopefully no need for any filler. It will be what it will be. It is a Sill at the end of the day, but the closer I can get it to looking like factory, the better. So that's it. That's the first major part of the welding done on the car. I've got the same to do on the other side, opposite. Not as, from what I can see, not as bad, but until you get into it, I don't know. There's a little bit towards one of the rear bumper hangers and the floors. Standard, where they all go, that's what I need to do. And shout out to Damian at Modurol. He's one of his latest video on the best way to buy a Jaguar and to check it over. I love his little acronym BEST. Yeah, it really goes to show, you may think you've got a really rock solid Jag. I thought the body on this was pretty rock solid, but it just goes to show you how far it can all creep once you start digging into it. So if you haven't seen it, go over to Modurol's channel, Modurol. You must all know, if you subscribe to me, you all subscribe to Damian's channel. And have a view, because it goes quite into depth of where all the problem areas on these cars are. So that's basically what I'm tackling now. And no doubt every area we showed on there is what I'm going to end up doing on this. But I'm enjoying it. I do really enjoy fabricating. I enjoy metalwork. It's one of my favourite things to do on a car. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. So questions, comments down below, please. Subscribe if you're enjoying the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you liked what I'm doing. And share it with the rest of the Jaguar community. I'll see you next time round on Products in the Barn. Bye for now. See you later, gang. Bye.